I'm here to deliver you my personal winter survival kit this year, and I'm really hoping that it saves you this winter as well. I'm really excited to survive this winter. I don't know about y'all. Yes, it's a little ridiculous that I'm out here in this gorgeous weather, but I'm filming a winter video. I have to have the most magical winter background. It is so gorgeous. It usually doesn't snow in this area. I've been, since I moved here, dreaming about it every single day, and and here we are. I think I wished this into fruition, to be honest with you, and I'm very happy about it. I am just so ecstatic. Firstly, keep active, stay active. I like to start my day out with yoga first thing in the morning every single day, and especially maintaining consistency throughout these cold seasons is really good to keep your body moving, because we're so still because we're inside most of the time in winter, so we really need to keep that body moving. We're doing yoga. You know, you can do this stuff at home. Workout classes on YouTube, Pilates. You can go, if you have a cozy gym you like to go to the gym, go to a workout class. If I could, I would. That actually sounds awesome. I might do that. But we're maintaining activity, and you can dress really warm and cozy and go for a nice walk. I try to implement a nice walk every single day, especially in the winter, actually. I don't know why, I just love walking in the winter. We're going on hikes. Just really make sure you're dressed warm. Leads me to the next thing. We need to be dressing appropriately for the weather to keep our body in the best health possible. Layers, layers, layers. I have so many layers on right now, you can't even tell, but we're dressing in warm layers. We're wearing fleece, we're wearing wool, we are insulating, we are dressing as warm as we possibly can. And on the next note, we are getting outside as much as we possibly can. And I don't mean outdoors, but I mean leaving your house as much as possible. Every chance you get, go hang out with friends, go stay at your cousin's house for a day. We're leaving the house because in winter everything slows down and we're just laying around all the time. It's not good for your health. It's not good for our mental health, really. It's dangerous, and we need to be getting out of the house every chance we can. Create those opportunities. Like, if you don't have anything to go to, create something to go. I keep blinking weird because snow is falling into my eyeballs. Create reasons to go outside as much as you possibly can. And also, since we're so slowed down, and it's a dangerous game, that cozy bed, you know, I really recommend first thing in the morning. This is my personal agenda. I roll out of bed onto my yoga mat. I do my yoga and then I make my bed first thing in the morning, because in these cold seasons it is so tempting to stay in bed and just rest in that warmth all day. But what we really need to do is make the bed, because once you see it all nice and done, you don't want to mess it up as much, and you're not as likely to crawl back into bed, you know. And we're actually going to be doing things with our life. Soak up as much sun as you possibly can. The second there's sun out, I really just like to take that in. I wear SPF every single day, even today on a day like this. So any chance I get to soak up in the sun, I'm doing it safely, and it really makes the difference, you know. And even if you don't have sun, first thing in the morning, I like to stare out the window, just be familiar with the fact that it's daytime so that my nervous system is not so confused on these dark days. Nutrition is gonna save you this winter, and it's gonna save us all, always. I am in love with nutrition. This is my favorite thing in the world, honestly. I'm very passionate about it. During this winter, we need to be eating our leafy greens, orange produce like citrus fruits, carrots. These contain beta carotene, which is really going to support our immune system and give us those antioxidants to any sicknesses that want to approach us this winter. It is not happening. It's not cutting it, because you know why? We're dressed warm. We're drinking warm soups, warm broths, bone broth, so good. We're eating our fresh produce. We're eating good, warm, hearty meals. I'm drinking warm tea constantly. Also, if you couldn't tell, like, basically every single video I've posted so far, I'm drinking warm tea. I'm always drinking warm tea. At night, we're having a warm meal. For breakfast, we're having a warm meal. Oh, it helps so much. On that note, make sure we're hydrating enough. Excuse me again. A couple years ago, I actually was hospitalized for dehydration. Terrifying experience. Don't recommend. Hydrate. I'm actually sometimes scared now that I'm overhydrated, because after that, I'm really on track when it comes to hydrating. Also, if you don't love drinking water, make it enjoyable. I mean, hydration could come in many forms through your fruits and veggies, but also Herbal teas, any sort of tea, honestly, as long as you're getting hydrated. Soups. I personally really don't mess with this stuff, but if you need to, flavor your water, do what you need to do to get your hydration in. Make sure we're practicing gratitude, because I certainly am very much practicing my gratitude, especially in the winter time. You need to keep hopes high. I know winter can be really hard and it seems never ending sometimes, but we need to keep our hopes high and find things to be grateful for. Oh. It is so important to have a consistent sleep schedule. As much as you can, going to sleep the same time every night, waking up the same time every morning. This keeps our system regulated, and it really helps to have a fixed sleep schedule. Your body knows what's going to happen, it knows what to expect, and therefore it can act accordingly. And we're healthy. Once it gets dark out, 4 p.m., whatever, I'm switching my phone to red light. I'm limiting the blue light as much as possible. In the daytime when I'm looking at screens, I have my blue light glasses on because it really messes up your sleep schedule if you're not protecting yourself from blue light. Once it's dark outside, I switch my phone to red light. And this is pretty easy to do in your settings, but you can look up a video on that if you want. Super simple. Turn your phone to red light after dark. If you have loved ones, connect with them as much as possible. I mean, there are plenty of opportunities in this season to connect with loved ones, and if you can't physically be with your loved ones, call them, talk to them on the phone, send them something that makes you think of them, just small things. If you don't have loved ones, go to a supermarket, strike up a conversation with the cashier. I mean, I really noticed how much these things help once I moved to a foreign country and didn't speak the language. Those small interactions really boost me, and they boost us all. We are romanticizing this winter season. Always. I'm making vision boards. You know what? It's not even officially winter yet, and I've already checked off half my vision board. Isn't that crazy? We're making vision boards. We're decorating our house and making it cozy with blankets and candles. We're taking warm baths. So good for you. Locking in on our hobbies. I'm reading so much. I'm journaling so much. On that note, journaling is so good, especially in the winter, because the winter is naturally the season when we retreat, we hermit, we're working on ourselves so that when spring comes we bloom out a better version of ourselves. Oh my god, I look like a weather reporter right now and I'm obsessed. But journaling is so good, especially in the winter. We're working on ourselves. Find a reason to get out of bed every single day. Like, have something going on in your life that excites you. For me personally, my morning walks and my morning yoga really gets me out of bed because I look forward to it so much. Or just taking a warm shower first thing in the morning, it really excites you to get you up for the day. Maybe you're trying a new cute hairstyle. Maybe you're gonna go try out a new cozy cafe. Just doing something that gets you excited to make you actually want to put the effort into your days. It's really important that we're getting fresh air at least once a day. I know it's absolutely freezing and we don't want to get sick, but I get a high from fresh air every single day first thing in the morning, and I open my window and it brings tears to my eyes every time. Fresh air is so potent and it's so good for us, and we need to be consuming it. Oh, also with romanticizing this, making playlists. We're making cozy playlists for this season. I feel like winter feels very jazz to me. Like, roaming around the house listening to jazz is so nice. I'm in love with Christmas music. I love Christmas music, and this is the one time a year I get to listen to it, so I'm making those playlists. I'm listening to those songs. I also just have there's so much snow in my tea, and you know what? I'm gonna be drinking it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be drinking it anyways. Actually. I also just really love having a hype playlist with very positive, uplifting lyrics, because on those hard days when you really don't want to get out of bed, I turn that ish on. Ooh, I hop out of bed. Even if I have to force it, it feels good at the end of the day. Just hype music with positive lyrics, because we're integrating the positivity from within to without. Also, back to the sleep topic, make sure we're getting enough sleep. At least 8 hours a night if you can. I mean, seriously, I think it's worth the sacrifice to go to sleep an hour or two earlier if you have to get those hours in. The way life feels when you're well slept is unbeatable. Personally, I shoot for 10 hours a night, and sometimes 12. Lucky me, I know. I'm very fortunate. And it's life-changing. Just make sure you're getting sleep. Seriously, we don't want to be drowsy more than we already naturally are drowsy throughout the winter days. avoiding things that make you feel sad. Like in winter, I'm certainly not gonna watch a really intense movie that's gonna leave me feeling like empty. I'm not gonna be listening to any songs that give me a weird vibe. I'm not going to be looking at old pictures of a life I used to live that makes me feel weird. I'm avoiding anything that makes me sad that I'm in control of avoiding, you know? Like in the winter, I'm just really focusing on happiness because if you're not putting in the intention, it's really easy to fall into the winter blues, and it's honestly not fun. Who wants that? Not me personally, and that's why I'm curating this lovely list of things to uplift us. We are enjoying seasonal activities this winter. We are going ice skating. Oh my god, it's getting intense out here. We are going ice skating. We're making hot chocolate, hot cocoa. That is the same thing. Hot teas. Enjoy your coffee. If you love coffee, look forward to your warm coffee every day. We're cooking soups. We're baking. Baking in the winter. Oh, so good. Going to a cozy cafe and looking out at the cold weather, but while being in like the warm, pretty orangey ambiance. I love this. Fireplaces. If you have a real fireplace, utilize that bad boy. Oh my god, it is so nice to have a fireplace. I have one in this house and I'm so grateful. The second I walk in, I smell the warm fire. That is my favorite smell in the entire world, by the way. I will cry when I smell firewood burning. I will cry every time. But I smell the fire, I see the light. It makes me feel so good. And if you don't have a fireplace, I love to put on my TV, I just look up fireplace, I put that on my screen, and it just makes such a difference in my day. Like, it's so cozy and it's so nice. And lastly, I want to end this off by saying, remember that it is only a season. Winter comes to an end and spring rolls around. The only constant in life is change, and you are in control of your own life. I mean, I really like to use winter as motivation, personally, and I'm really excited to see where this winter takes me. I hope you took something from this video and that you have a beautiful, beautiful winter, and I will see you next time. Mwah.